Hey guys, Scott from Wisconsin Landscaping. In today's video, I'm going to use the term less is more, meaning we're going to take a lot of these older bushes that are overgrown, we're going to tear them out there, tear that concrete wall out. You can see how they're overgrown, they're big, they're not bad, most people would keep them, but we're going to tear all these bushes out and put smaller plants in there, flowers, shrubs, bushes. So the terms less is more will come into play here, where we're going to take all this rock out and essentially taking all these bushes out. There's 3 in the back here that we'll be saving, but everything with the orange on it is a goner. All this rock, this edging, we'll put a new edging in. These 3 to the right here, they're staying. We'll prune them up. But these guys here, next to the deck, those will all come out. We'll put a new edging in here. But first off, we have to take that wall to the right there. In the next video, or it'll pop up here. We're going to take that wall out and take that concrete out. Pretty much that whole driveway is getting tore out, and they're going to re-concrete it. We're going to bust out this wall. I just really couldn't get in there, and then it ended up I could get in there, so whatever. That pad that they're standing on, that concrete pad, we're going to tear that out. You'll see me take that out also. But we're going to take this wall out. We're going to build a new wall. As you see, we're going to take those bushes out. The bushes to the left and the bushes to the right. You can see the bushes to the right there. They've been pruned. Those will obviously stay. We'll make an edger. Once that wall is built in there, the new wall, we'll have an edger come up and around it. But here I'm gonna put my forks up underneath this pad here. I'm just seeing if I can lift it, and then realize that it's not broken in half. I can only lift 4,000 pounds with this Bobcat, and this, now that he's off, is a little lighter, but anyhow. But I can only lift 4,000 pounds, and this is way over 4,000 pounds, so we have to eventually cut it, and you'll see us cut it. But we're just kind of seeing what we have here, what it's connected to. And as you see, I'm talking to Bruno here. We're figuring out what we want to do. He's going to come and try to hit it with a maul here. And I realized pretty quick that, because I kind of got it up, so theoretically, if it was bad, it would snap in half. But it's not going to snap in half, so we end up grabbing a chop saw and cutting it. And as you can see, we grabbed the chop saw. It's just, we hit on it a couple times. It just wasn't going to break. Now you see that water there. We don't want any dust with that chop saw. There's a connector for that chop saw. I have 3 or 4 of them, and this particular one does not have that connector on it. But we have it on there now. But see here, I can lift that up. I could not lift that whole thing up. And then I'll come back and I'll grab that other one and we'll take it out of there. And there, you can see it's gone. So they'll dig that out, and then they're going to dig it out and make a footer for that wall that we will put in there. As you can see, there it is. We will put clear stone in there as a base, 6 inches, and then we'll build it up past that blue line there. You can see that blue line, blue brick. We're going to go up past that. And there's the base, and this block is a pin system block. I've seen several different ways. See people put them the block on, and then they force the pin in, or the way we do it, we put the block down, and then we put the pin in, and then we set the block on top of the pin to lock it in. But there's no backs on this particular block. It's those black, and I don't show them, but they're black pins. What are they, like 6 inches long? You can see these little slots there. It all works out to where you can set them back, go straight faced. You can kind of see the pins there. You got 2 on the back side. Oh yeah, there's a utility line. Remember in the other video I always said we dig and look for the line? We could not find this line. We knew it was there. When we dug and dug, we couldn't find it. And I knew he would find it when he was doing his wall. And there it is. That's the gas line. You'll see there's a gas line, and then there's like a thin wire. That wire is what locates that gas. When you call a locator out, they hook up to that wire, and that's how they find out where the gas is. They don't just find the gas or the pipe, it's that wire. So if that wire gets cut somehow, they won't be able to find that whole gas line. So kind of interesting. I guess we go to that blue, and then the cap on top of it, which is a 4-inch cap, will go above that blue. You can see we put drain tile at the bottom, back behind that wall. You should always put a drain tile behind your walls. And then we put our clear stone behind that. Now here you can see the orange line in the grass. That will be the new concrete edgers. You'll see them in the video. We're going to pop all these out. Like I said, all these trees, all this rock will come out. I was just explaining when you see that orange, and anything with that orange is coming out, which essentially is pretty much almost all of this stuff. But here I'm just going through it. I'm making a video. I want to show the last part just before we start popping all these bushes out. It takes about, everybody looks at these bushes. Oh, you got to take all them bushes out. Oh my God. I use a bobcat, and I'll show you what I do with the forks. It took me about a half an hour to pop all these plants out. If that, I would say 15 minutes. It doesn't take long. I used to, back in the day, take a chain, wrap it around each one of these, pull it out, unwrap the chain, go on to the next one. But you'll look at my forks here. Hopefully I show it. I put my forks together so they're real close, and then I go right underneath their root and pop them right out. We found that it's the fastest way to do it. You can see how the forks are together right there. It just pops them out. Bruno's looking for a wire. There's lights in here, and he's just making sure that I didn't find the wire. Now he's digging real fast. Look at how fast he is. These are just ground cover, and I'm just putting them all together. You saw the forks there. That's the best way to do it. It's the easiest way. Pretty much a lot of these trees, I'm able to just use that fork, pop them out. Even these little plants you'll see here. We're going to cut that big tree here. We're going to cut it in half. You see it now. There, it's cut in half. I'll just go in there. Right now I'm just looking for where the base is. I get in there and just pop it out with the two forks together. It's the best way. We love doing it that way. Now I just sped it up here. You'll just see me boom, 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 boom. Pop them out. Like I said, this took us about 15 minutes. It took us more time to move the camera from one side of the building to the other side of the building, get in, get out of the bobcat, than to pull these all out. Now these guys were a little bit more trickier. Sometimes what I'm doing is I'm moving stuff around and just trying to find the root base or stump and to pop them out. And then this is the side of the house, and I didn't film this because I really forgot all about it. And then they brought it up to me. So this is everything out. Those are the three that are staying. It's all pruned. And now we will go through and we'll take all this rock out. You can see they're pulling it away from the house because I can't grab it with the bobcat along the house. So they are removing all that. And see, it already looks different with that less is more. It's a term we use a lot in landscaping. You get rid of all that overgrown stuff, the bigger stuff, and just do new decorative rock with new edging. It makes it look so much nicer and cleaner. So once we put this, you can see here, we can put this topsoil in here. This was a little low. Remember that big tree that was in that corner there, that evergreen. So once we took that out, there was a hole. So we used these screen topsoil, and we put that in there to kind of bring that back up. And you can see we do it along the edge of all these. See how that little gap there? That's why we put it in there. And then here you'll see a PVC. There's a little pop up there that goes to the downspout. We just wanted to get it away from the corner of the house and away from the house. The driveway floats away, so once it pops up, and this will be a bed when you see at the very end. This is my dad. This is Jimbo. This is a family business. My wife and I run this business, and my dad works for us part-time. You know, he's done his work, but I just wanted to say it's really cool to have my dad working with me. And then in the next couple the screens, you'll see one of my daughters working with us, and that's pretty awesome too, to be able to have my dad and my one of my daughters working with me. They help out, oh man, immensely. So I feel pretty lucky to be able to have both of them working with me. This is the end of the day. We know we got it all fabric. We got all the edgers in, the topsoil around it, topsoil filled in the inside. Tomorrow you'll see the plants, which obviously will be in the next video, or next clip here. But yeah, this is a huge transformation. This is just the natural mulch. We just put it over the old mulch there, just to kind of spruce it up. Went all the way along the property here. It looks a lot nicer, even with that new stuff. Put a downspout in there. And here's that wall that is in. I know we showed it, but the edging will come around, and this will be a bed here. Right along here. You'll see that edging will be along the edge there too. So these are all the plants. This is the next day, obviously. We'll go through here and we'll set all the plants once the boss lady, and there she is. That's my daughter there, in front of me right there. But speed kills. I'm always on the spot. See, look at her. Man, that's a worker there. But yeah, that's my daughter, so obviously that's why I'm pushing her around. But yeah, no, it's awesome. She planted a lot of these plants with me, helped out a lot, and it was pretty cool. Now you're probably questioning why that guy has a sawzall in dirt. That was actually a huge tree there, so he's cutting out a huge area so that we can put a little tree in there. And over here, this ground is really, really hard. I wish I was ice fishing, but that's not the case. We'll pull this out when the ground is really hard, and use that to make our holes. It works out really nice. It's not an ice auger. It's made for this. But man, ice fishing will come soon enough. But we use that a lot when it's really hard out in the ground. But here's the all the plants in. I don't know if I walk around to show all the plants in, but you can see the 2-inch there on the right hand side of the screen. And here we go. That's our worker on the left, and that's my daughter on the right. She doesn't like the camera on her. Too bad. This is Jimbo dumping rock. There's Kid. She's gonna get mad at me because I have her in here so much, but it is what it is. This is all a 2-inch in. Well, you can see we can do some fine tuning. But now that we see all this rock and all them bushes gone, and you could, now this is what I mean by less is more. You can see the house. You can see so much more. It looks a lot nicer. So it's when all your stuff and plants and bushes start getting overgrown like that, what you saw in here, it's time to get rid of it. It's time to go to this. It just makes the house look so much nicer. Now this is the final walkthrough. We're done here. We'll show you the whole finished job, what it looks like now, and it looks a lot nicer. It's a job well done. They love it. They're happy with it. Like I say, you take all them big bushes out of there, and you do this, it looks amazing. Now those three guys right there, those guys were original. They stayed there. Everything else is pretty much new. See, now you can see that some people would leave those bushes there for privacy on that deck, but they got those big arborvitaes in the back, so they don't need that privacy. But now you can see that nice deck. We re-rocked all this along the house there and put that new drain tile in there to get the water away from the foundation. Now you can see kind of where this edger went. Now that's dirt there because they're going to put a new concrete slab in there with a new driveway. You can see where that concrete bed is now, or that concrete edger bed. So it's a huge difference. Nice look. Looks great. Now here's that back corner that I always kept forgetting, but yeah, we got it nicely done now. But this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It goes a long ways. We really appreciate it. Always making more videos, and we got plenty of more videos coming out. But thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this. See you later.